The woman didn't listen. Instead, she kept pushing on. The old man did his best to get in front of her, and when he did, that's when they both saw it. "Oh my God," the man gasped. Her boyfriend lay on the ground, a crumpled mess, against a tree that was about 10 feet from the car. He had been ejected from the vehicle, missing the tree that the car had plunged into and finding another one. His neck was twisted in a way that neither of them had seen before, his legs pointing in different directions. His arm was wrapped around his body, almost looking like it was made of rubber. "Aaron!" she screamed, taking 2 steps before falling to the ground and finally passing out.
1. Stella. Present day. The black, wood-paneled cabin comes into view, and all I can worry about is what he's going to think. I steal a glance to my left, where Joel sits in the driver's seat, and try to get a read on him. His brow is furrowed, his lips a straight line across his face. So far, I've got no idea what's going through his head. But from the way he isn't expressing anything to me, I begin to worry it's nothing good. The cabin looks a lot more modern than what most people would expect when they're told cabin in the woods. It's not even so much the black that I think is giving Joel pause, but the turquoise color that lines the trim around the roof, highlights the window pop-outs, and completely washes over the door. This is no rustic spot, that's for sure. But then again, Joel never gave me specifics, never had any expectations. In fact, it was my suggestion that we go somewhere. I told him about a secluded little neighborhood up in the mountains where we could break away from our regular lives, and he was all for it. He just had to find time off work, of course. My work schedule, however, is almost non-existent, even though I'm a traveling nurse. But part of the reason for it being non-existent isn't just because I keep my own hours, but because my clients are few and far between. That's something I don't mention to Joel, of course. We've been seeing each other for about a month. We're still in the exciting part of the relationship, the one where we can hardly go an hour without texting each other, can't stop thinking of each other, and most of all, want to do nothing other than put our hands on each other's bodies. Infatuated. That's probably the best description of what we are, although it comes off as almost stalker-like. I know I'm no stalker, and as far as I can tell, Joel isn't either. I'm sure I'd be able to tell if he were. Plus, he wouldn't have given me the cash when I told him how much it was to book the cabin. I tried to protest, saying it was no problem for me to pay, but, well, that was a lie. The whole no clients thing really puts a damper on things when needing to spend money. Joel was a total gentleman, though, and didn't even bat an eye when I told him the amount. I smile as I think about that moment. It isn't often that I've felt like I was taken care of, like I wasn't made to question who I am or what my worth is. And in that moment, Joel did just that. A lifetime of friends bailing on me, parents not believing in me, and my ex-boyfriend making me feel less than at every opportunity he had. It all does a number on one's self-esteem. So, of course, I'm going to worry that Joel doesn't like the cabin I booked. I try for one more glance, and this time I linger. I study the crow's feet next to his eyes as they study the structure in front of us. The wrinkles remind me of our age difference. Not that it's anything unheard of. But I wonder if right now he's thinking that he's made a mistake, that I'm too young for him, that I'm immature and have no class or style. I clear my throat and gamble that my voice won't crack. I'm nervous, but I'm hoping he won't read into that. So, I begin, then go for a complete sentence like a big girl. What do you think? It's like he's snapped back into boyfriend mode, bringing the mask back up. I hate to think that way, but